Welcome to the Art Piece Experiment. We're your hosts, two artists and friends. I'm Tasha.
And I'm Brianna.
At the end of 2024, we decided we wanted to cultivate more safety, peace, love, alignment, and excitement through our art and our art practices.
So here we are sharing our journey with you, and we're so excited you're here. We hope you enjoy our conversations. They're honest, raw, just two friends talking to each other about the realities of life and creativity. We're so excited for you to join us and be along with us for the journey.
Week 22 and 23, we are going to do some time traveling.
Woo!
So we've been on vacation because it is still summertime for us. And we're going to talk part one about kind of what we learned the past 2 weeks while being separated and on vacation and not recording. And then part two, we're going to get into some more nitty gritty actual things that happened. And welcome to these time traveling episodes with us.
All right, you ready? Let's go.
Let's go. Adventure time.
So the first week, we didn't talk much, but we had a little check-in at the end of the week and kind of went over some of the things that went on. But we hadn't really talked about it until, I don't know, kind of today and a little bit, and catching up on some of the things that we were feeling about. So
yeah, and we realized that we had vastly different experiences while on vacation, like polar opposites.
Yeah.
And how that kind of affected our creativity. So let's get into it. You want to share about your experience and kind of what happened?
Yeah.
On your family vacation?
My family vacation. So I kind of went from being super stressed and feeling kind of closed off, not very much inspiration, kind of really struggling with the creativity, and then went on vacation, and it took me a few days, it took me a while, but I slowly started to relax, and we was gone for 2 weeks, but so I slowly started to relax, and I noticed that as I relaxed, my creativity just started to peek through. I felt more of those desires to do stuff, and more inspiration. And I was finding more delight and joy in the things. I was noticing the things around me, like the clouds and the flowers, and, actually really feeling delight in them.
Yeah. Coming more out of survival mode.
Right.
And that stress state, getting to, relax a bit more and be in a safe environment with people who really care about you.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was really nice, and it was really good to see the difference. It was really interesting just to see the difference that it made of how I was feeling internally and how that affected the creativity, and the inspiration that I was finding. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I mean, it helps when you're surrounded by people that you feel really safe with, who just support all aspects of who you are, and how much easier it is to just flourish and open up and have space to just be. It's so much easier to create. Yeah. To create from that space.
And I feel like without the stressors of needing to clean my house or, the daily stressors, see, that really helps.
Right.
There's not this long laundry list of things to do. I didn't have my to-do list. It was just really open and free. And so that, that always helps.
And there's but community with taking care of a child instead of doing it by yourself.
All on your own.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of pressure releases, in those kind of areas. And it was really interesting to see how that opened up space for me internally, to just breathe and to feel more alive and more like me, and not just the go mode. And so that was really good, but life isn't like that all the time, right?
No, sadly, life is just not vacation mode all the time.
I wish wouldn't that be so nice? Can we do that, please?
Please.
Yeah. So been thinking about that and how that how I can keep what I felt alive back in normal life mode. So we'll talk about that a little bit more, but I want to hear about your experience.
Okay. Before I get into that, I just want to, this is reminding me of a few years ago when my daughter and I went on a extended vacation to just be with my mom, like over the summer. And I had been just like, go, working really hard. And then that summer, I kind of just creatively crashed a little bit, and I wasn't really making anything, but I was just connecting, with my daughter, with my mom. We would go on hikes, and it was just very rejuvenating.
Yeah.
And I completely went out of work mode. And even every chore and like housekeeping thing that I did, it wasn't just, okay, the drudgery of life and I have to like take care of my home and all of these things, but it was okay, like I'm serving my mom, like I'm here for her, like everything I do is in service and love. Like even though my daughter and I are we're here making messes and we're cleaning up our own messes, it was still that aspect of it. There was still that like service element to it and the love element to it. And when I came back from that, I felt like I just went into this crazy creative mode for like several months of just creation. I made several like pattern collections.
Yeah.
And there was no like burnout or exhaustion. It was just exciting and fun and freeing. And I think part of that was I just needed to like rock the boat a little bit. I just needed to like get out of my own head, start taking care of other aspects of myself that I was ignoring. And then it kind of opened up the creativity again.
The floodgates opened.
And that experience was very much coming back to what delights me. I mean, I went back to Seattle, which I love it there. I love the forests.
It's where you grew up, right?
Yeah. It's where I grew up. And the forests, there's just something so magical about them. I feel so connected to them. And
they just like speak to your soul.
Yeah. Like everywhere else I've lived, it's just like, where are the trees? Where are the ferns? Where is like the enchanted forest vibes? Like this is not what life is supposed to be.
This is not Seattle.
Yeah. And I've always struggled with that. I mean, it was interesting because when I was there, I'm totally going on a tangent. But when I was there, it was a lot busier, and like all the hikes and everything that I'd gone on as like a kid and as teenagers were way more populated. There's just so many more people.
Yeah.
And the trails, like it wasn't as...
It was crowded.
Yeah, it was very crowded. It wasn't as peaceful as it had been when I was younger. So I think it kind of made me a little bit more okay with not living there anymore.
Yeah.
But I still feel like there's part of me that's always chasing the delight of that childhood, wonder and whimsy and magic of the forests.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like always needing it. So I feel like that's partly why I create the paintings and stuff that I do, and like always seeking nature.
Because it connects you back to that feeling. Coming back to that safety and joy and delight. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. I mean, totally makes sense. And I love that you brought that up, because I feel like, especially if you're in burnout, if you're feeling burnt out and you're not feeling the inspiration that you want to feel or that you used to feel, that, I don't know, I was feeling that, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Like I was trying harder. Like I pushed myself harder to try and get that. Yeah. And it didn't work.
Right.
But what did work was giving myself space and breathing time and like relaxing and letting it go a little bit, like and just it kind of worrying about it.
Shook up your routine and got you out of your head, out of your routine, your just like normal structure. And I think both of those trips, because like you were just staying with your parents and I was staying with my mom, and
Yeah.
it took us back to some of those childhood memories. Like it was easier
Mm-hmm.
to like get in that headspace and like what
Yeah.
actually excited me, because I know when I came back from that trip, I was like, I am going to draw forest things. And I
Yes.
hadn't been drawing that before. And it
Yeah.
set me on that path.
Mm.
And I felt so much freer
Yeah.
and happier with my art since then.
Mm.
And it's just developed, more and more since that time. And that's cool and that's fun. And it, was coming back to that, what actually feels like me? What do
Yeah.
I love? What I want to be creating? And it wasn't like 100% there, but in the past few years it's evolved because
Mm-hmm.
I've been leaning into it, which is cool.
That's super cool. Yeah, because it connects you. It reminds you of who you have always been.
Mm-hmm.
When you go back home, that and or visit childhood places, or find
Yeah.
something that you used to love in childhood, like the childhood things. They remind you. They connect you with who you
Mm,
have been and who you've always been and who you are still within yourself. Like
yeah.
even though we go through life and we grow and we evolve and change and have different interests. Like I'm not always loving like unicorns and fairies all the time, but well, like
Right.
I still do,
I
but like
still
I
do,
don't want to
but
decorate my room like that anymore.
anymore. Can
But
you imagine?
it's part of me, right? It's part of what has built me and
Mm-hmm.
and created who I am today. And so not just completely forgetting about that. I think when we forget about those kind of things, we
Mm-hmm.
lose a little bit of ourselves and we're not fully connected with
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's part of a part of growing up. You're like, oh, that's childish. Like you can
Right.
see that in our like I can see that in our kids now. They're like, oh, that's for babies.
Oh, yeah. It's like, don't say
And
that. No, you
but
are a baby.
secretly they still kind of like it a little bit.
Right. Right. It's like when you're a grown up, you're still gonna like it.
Yeah, I feel like we tend to do that still as grown-ups. We're like, that was, I did that in my youth, right?
Right. Right. But
But
also,
reconnecting back to some of those childhood things that really delight us and really,
yeah.
bring us,
Yeah.
like tickle us a little bit. Like
Yeah.
that's okay. It's okay to do
And
that even as a grown-up.
it's okay that it evolves.
Yes. Yeah.
Like you may not want the, pinkle, pinkle, what? Purple, pink and purple,
I think we
pinkle.
should coin that. It's Pinkle.
It's pinkle. The pinkle unicorns bedroom. You know what I'm talking about. Like you can see it
Yeah.
you can see it in your mind, right? The pinkle
Yes.
unicorn room. Like
Sparkles and bubbles,
5-year-old
right.
girl, like yeah, anyways. Okay. Wow, I just totally distracted myself. And now what was I saying? Okay,
Evolves.
you may not want that, but the essence of it and like what captivated you as a child, like
Yeah.
it can evolve into something a little bit more
Sophisticated. You're
sophisticated
right.
and but it's still like tapping into the delight of the vibes and the feelings and what captured
Yeah.
you as a kid, and it's okay that it doesn't look exactly the same.
Right. Right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
thanks for going on that tangent with me.
You're welcome. It was fun. I liked it. Enjoyed that.
All right, so less fun.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay, so my pretty much whole life I very much suppressed my voice. And I very
Same.
much have kept, quiet, and I was always like pretty quiet and shy and didn't voice things and very much needed to just continually be checking my environment and making sure that the people around me were comfortable and okay and feeling safe and feeling good and happy and just
People pleasing
people.
central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Totally
my whole
relate.
life. And what's been really wonderful to me about this experiment, like wonderful but challenging, is that we've been using our voices
Yep.
and being like, okay, here's my opinion. Let me share it. Let me tell you what I
Is that
think.
okay?
Yeah. If you don't mind, can I share my thoughts on this with your permission? May I please tell you what I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was hard for both of us to be like,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to do this and we're going to share it. We're going to be authentic and like, just
Yeah.
express what we actually think.
Yeah.
And it was scary and it's been challenging, but it's been very opening in a lot of ways. And
Yeah.
it's been really helpful. And I've felt changes in myself and growth
Yeah. I was going to say so much growth.
and healing, and
Yes.
which has been really cool.
Yeah. It's been amazing and so unexpected.
Yeah. Yeah. But so my vacation was very much, I found myself going back into that like suppressing, not voicing what I think, not voicing what I want, needing to, be like scanning my surroundings like continuously and like making sure that people around me are okay because I'm not feeling wholly safe or wholly like okay to be myself. And just that like suppressing, making myself smaller and smaller and smaller. And I, interesting enough, still wanted to paint and create. And there were times in the vacation where I was like, everybody leave me alone. I'm going to go paint. Just,
Yeah.
I need a moment to myself. And that was like the one of the times that I was like, leave me alone. I'm voicing what I want right now. I need this. Everyone go away.
Go away.
I'm going to go paint. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Yes, that's great.
Thank you. Yeah, but it was interesting because we got together to record today and I was like, I have to talk and share what I think and feel, and I'm feeling like so blocked. I don't know how to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like I had 2 weeks off and now I've reverted back. I don't know how to share. Luckily, Brianna was very nice and let me just we just talked for a while before.
Yeah, we always have to have a heart to heart before we feel like open enough to and comfortable, comfortable to start recording. It really helps.
Yeah. Like
really
I need my friend that I can just be fully myself with and just like express what I am feeling, even if it's like messy or ugly or any of the things that sometimes you don't want people to know about.
Yeah.
And that was already helpful. And I feel like as we've been sitting here talking, it's like, oh,
it's releasing.
It's
melting away.
Starting to feel a little bit better. But
yeah. Well, I think that's really a marker of how much growth you have gone through during this process too, that even when you were feeling that way during your vacation, you were still drawn to wanting to express yourself, right? And wanting to be creative and wanting to create. And you did voice that, you said, I need this for me right now.
Right.
And so I think that's great.
I probably didn't say it as nice as I could have, but that's okay.
Get out of here.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
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 But it's also interesting too, because sometimes I feel like we create from this really open, beautiful place. And then sometimes we create from this, I need to like escape life. And sometimes it's like opening and healing and freeing. And other times it's adds to like the suppressing, if that makes sense. I don't know how to fully communicate this idea.
Yeah, no, I think that's interesting because you're so like in the escape mode.
Yeah.
You're I mean, I think this is what you're trying to say. So correct me if I'm wrong, but in the escape mode, when you're trying to create, but you're still feeling, suppressed and you're not wanting to express yourself to others or to the ones that you need to do or in the way that you need to, but using that as a way, I guess, but not necessarily in the way that you fully need to. It's like almost like procrastinating, like how it's like
I'm not taking care of the like some of the emotional needs because they're involve other people.
Yeah. And so I'll do this instead because it'll give a little bit of relief and like a little bit of that, but it's not
fixing any of the actual problems happening right now.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It is interesting. Though doing that, I did come out of it feeling more aligned with me.
Yeah. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's not procrastinating necessarily or like anything bad. But when you're in those times where you feel like you are not ready or you can't express what you need to express, but still finding that outlet,
Mm-hmm.
that outlet that you are, it helps break the ice. It's like, it's a
Yeah.
step, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still a step in the direction, even if it's not the full thing that you need to do, right?
Yeah.
The full expression, but
Yeah.
it's still helping to release a little bit.
Yeah. It did help me with, funnily enough, this painting that I've been working on through like all of July, and it's been kind of kicking the behind a little bit. There was an element of it that I've been terrified to paint because of its like colors that I don't normally use and don't normally gravitate towards. And for some reason, I was doing this painting anyways and have been excited about it, but I was scared of using the reds and like the warmer tones. And I just am not as familiar with those paints. And I was like, okay, ready to expand and grow and learn something new. But then I was in this like really, I don't know, I've been in kind of this closed off state with my painting. But then when I went into that closed off state, like emotionally and in my real life, because you weren't here to connect with anymore and to like be open with and my community, then I, was like shoved into this other situation that it was like, okay, I'm going to do the scary thing because it's less scary than this other stuff that I'm dealing with.
That's so interesting. And, I mean, if you think of like red, like color theory too, it's like sometimes
the anger and the frustration. And it's like, okay, I'm going to lean into this.
I'm going to use these.
Yeah.
You were able to express that on the page.
Yeah.
Right?
Though they were pretty warm. I don't know. They were they're friendly reds.
Yeah. I mean, it looks beautiful. Beautiful. But just those, those tones in general kind of express more of those, connect more with those emotions, right?
Yeah.
And so when you're feeling a little more, like of that like energy, that like not aggression, but like it's kind of more of that aggressive, like explosive or big kind of like feelings.
Yeah.
Then those colors can be easier to work with.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Because the leaves were in this painting were a lot more calm. And I mean, I love the leaves in it. They just speak to my soul. They make me very happy.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
I like leaves. Okay. I like trees and I like leaves and I like greenery. I can help myself.
Green in general.
Just brings me joy. And then red is like, it's too loud. In your face. It's too loud. It's too like, it makes me feel like I have to shrink.
That's so interesting because you were shrinking and you were quiet. Yeah. And so using the loud and expansive colors, kind of take over a little bit. Like it's, the louder colors. I mean, maybe that was a way of like expressing what you were feeling, without words a little bit.
Yeah. It's the push I needed to actually. Yeah. I'm so fed up with this situation. I'm just going to do the scary thing because it's better than this other scary thing. Yeah. Here we go. Let's do it.
See, art is therapy.
Art is lesson therapy. It's, I love doing this podcast because we get to actually reflect on these, these things. I mean, we could have had this without the podcast. Like we could have just committed to like this art experiment and just talk to each other every week. And it would have had probably the same benefit for us. Yeah. Yeah. But I hope that these conversations help you and what you're going through.
Yeah, like help you feel seen
and not alone.
Because we're going through it right there, right alongside you. I mean, we're in the trenches and we're really going through it. And so using creativity, in all forms, because on my vacation too, I did draw and I did paint a little bit, but a lot of my creativity was in other areas too. Like I made boondoggle keychains and I crocheted and I did,
and we'll talk more about
that next week. But it just goes to show that all areas of creativity help in connecting with yourself and help you move through life. And
so much more impactful though when you're being intentional with it. Yeah. And having these check-ins,
paying attention. That was a big thing
Mm-hmm.
that I noticed during the vacation too, was I was paying attention to how I was feeling more than I would have, right?
Yeah.
Because I had this goal to pay attention, right?
Right.
And so actually taking time to think about it and notice how I was feeling and what it was doing and the effect that these things were having on me, it's been really eye-opening, and it was really positive and helpful. And I'm excited to talk about that next
Next
episode,
week.
because
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun to dive into.
Yeah. So if you've ever experienced any of the things that we've talked about with feeling suppressed or having experience where you opened up and how those things impacted your creativity, we would love to hear from you. If you want to come connect with us on Instagram or in the comments, we'd really, really love to hear from you.
Yeah, and we will see you next week. That's it for today, friend. Thanks for spending this time with us. We hope you're leaving with a little more light, a little more peace, and maybe even a nudge to go be creative, just because it brings a little more joy to your life. If anything in this episode spoke to your heart, sparked a thought, or made you smile, we'd love it if you'd follow the show, leave a quick 5-star review, or share it with someone who might need a little creative encouragement too. And remember, your creativity matters. Your voice matters. You matter. We're cheering you on always. Until next time, keep making, keep softening, and keep showing up as your whole beautiful self.